Oh no!
Before we start the video, let's play a little game. Hit like, subscribe and that notification bell. Because it's you and me versus the YouTube algorithm.
Okie dokie!
Thanks. Now let's go into the video. Happy anniversary Nintendo GameCube. No, not this GameCube. Hey Nintendo fans, welcome back to Nintendo Maniac. Today is the 20th anniversary of what's probably my favorite console ever. At least the one that I played the most on. Nintendo GameCube. Now, I already mentioned, this GameCube isn't 20 years old, it's 19 years old. I'm European, which means that I got the GameCube in 2002, when it was released here. Still, I have to celebrate it a little bit. So, today I want to show you 3 games of my collection that I'm proud of, and tell you about 3 sins as a collector regarding Nintendo GameCube. So let's get right into it. The first game is Eternal Darkness. Now, this isn't an unknown game to many of you, still it's something that I have to mention. It's just a great game, it's probably my favorite horror game of all time. The graphics aren't great because it's originally developed for the Nintendo 64, but the gameplay is so great and the game tries to troll so much with you. This is really horror in a way that I love. It's fantastic to play. I played it so many times and I actually want to play it right now again. So that's number 1. The second one, which is a bit cheating, and I'll show you why, is Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda. It's cheating because, well, I will show you 2 game cases in this case. As here in the Netherlands, we got this promotional disc extra when we pre-ordered the Wind Waker limited edition. The game is great, and I'm not going into a discussion whether or not this is the greatest Zelda of all time, because it probably isn't. It's just so easy and nice to play. I have so many good memories of this, and the graphics actually are still great, even nowadays, just because of the cel-shaded version of it. As you can see, there's also Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, Master Quest on the back of this, and that has to do with this promotional disc that we got. And I'll show you the back of that, because it will show you that on this is also The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and actually Majora's Mask. This came extra, and this came with this extra disc actually, which had the Ocarina of Time and Master Quest, as you can see here. It's just so much game for just one game. Even though I haven't played all the other games that much, I really played through the Wind Waker a lot, and even the HD version I played through as well. So that was number 2. And then the last one that I chose, which is a nice transition in a moment, because it's Metroid Prime. Metroid is probably my favorite franchise of Nintendo of ever, so this has to be included. It's when I heard that this game was announced for the GameCube, was the moment that I knew that I had to pre-order the console. So it has to be here. Why it's a nice transition? Because it's also a little bit of a sin of mine. I actually haven't finished the game yet. I've probably started it like a million times, but there's just something about me that wants to do it perfect, and well, that means I just all the time have to start over instead of continue. I think I will have to take a holiday and just play through it a couple of times, from beginning to the end, and just screw all other games. So, even though this does not count as a sin, I will tell you now about my sins and show you a little bit of it. The first one I don't have to show anything of, that's Baton Kaitos. It's a game that is a classic, that is sadly also expensive, and I don't have it. So that feels like a sin. Another sin is a game that I do have, but it's the player's choice version. And on the other hand, it's also a game that I actually don't think I ever played. Harvest Moon fans, I'm sorry. I'll fix my life, I'll do something with it. And the third and last one is a bit of a weird one. I'll show you why. I don't have this game, so I can't show you that. And I should have this game, and it's actually not that expensive, but I do have the art of Tales of Symphonia. Yes, Tales of Symphonia is around €30, complete, nice. And I still don't have it, but I have this art book. Actually, I have two of them. Don't ask me why, I have no clue when I got this, why I ordered two. They are still available, it's not like I can make a lot of profit out of this or something. Just eBay and you'll see it, but the graphics of this game was something that made me think like, I need to have this. I need to play through this. And yet, 20 years later, or almost 20 years later I should say, I still don't have it. So, those are 3 games of my Nintendo collection, and 3 of my sins regarding the GameCube that I had to confess to you. What are yours? Let me know. Next year is the 20th anniversary of this console, and then I think my house will be in better shape, my collection will be better ordered, so I'll show you my GameCube collection by then. Thank you so much for watching. It takes a lot of time and effort to create even a simple video like this, but it's a lot of fun and I hope you enjoyed it too. If so, click that like button and I hope you subscribe. I'll see you soon.